Now look at some old tapes when them guys was little, man. Just look at them now, you know what I mean? They don't understand, man. God damn. This shit didn't just happen overnight.
You invested over 20 years.
Yeah, over 20 years.
Over 20 years.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. This Santa Cruz right here, the desert. You can't let it burn, baby. Let it burn. Mind over matter, son. Mind over matter.
This is the blues on.
Ain't nobody doing no shit like this. Come in the desert. Nigga trying to stay away from the desert. He come in the desert.
When the night is
Camera.
cold and low.
Oh, I see.
Okay, light, camera, action.
Like action. Cat.
Come on, Tank. Come on, Tank. Work him out. Work him out, Tank. Come on, let's get dig down in there. Dig down in there. 10 seconds. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Remember that gun on it? They got that gun on that tank. They go time.
When the night is cold and low.
He ain't gonna keep you here late tonight. Good job.
It's been hard being away from my daughter. You know, she actually here, she sleep. Just being away from her, it was a little touchy, but I know what I'm up, you know, up against. You know, I know that I got pay-per-view. You know, I know I'm fighting a tough opponent, so really I know how to lock in. I know how to shy away from everything. I know how to, like, I know how to fool around.
I served 10 hut.
No, don't do
God.
I can't go on TV looking like that.
Nah.
I'll be bad shit going on TV bald headed. Yo. Oh my God, bro.
The name of the day, man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fight. It's time to lock in. You know, it's time to lock in.
No, push it out. Good. 7 again.
7 point what?
7.25. That's good. That's good. I call the last race. I'm from my room. Oh, your room? Yeah. Tank, you don't get that dude. See? People love this type of shit, man. They love it, boy. You don't understand, boy. You're Tank, you gonna get it. You want one more, nigga? Huh? I can't hear you. That's it? All right. We ain't.
Oh, stop closing up. Gotta let it go. Keep turning, step around. Keep turning.
Get to his ass, here. Get to his ass. You understand what I'm saying? He's not on your.
I ain't even gonna ask you that question on camera.
What?
I'm talking about family at this point. Cause you pulled up with just somebody else. You didn't even pull up with your team you pull up with. We ain't see Calvin. Yeah.
Calvin was there.
Okay.
Calvin was there.
Okay.
I think he came a little late though. I spoke to him.
Y'all good.
Yeah.
All right, because
I just seen Calvin too. But that's another thing. Calvin is someone that he's like, when I ain't had no pops, Calvin was the person that you feel me, stepped in them shoes. So no matter if he's not my coach, anything like that, he's always gonna be in my life.
And that's why I said I would have asked that question off camera because I already know.
Yeah,
sure. So I ain't, but you already cleared it.
Damn.
But that ain't
That's all great.
That's what we do. We make change.
That shit hard, bro.
That shit really crazy. Yeah.
Coach Kelly, you was crazy.
Who told you to put this on your back?
Coach Kelly, y'all both got to take a picture, bro. Hey, Tate.
The best way. We do stuff different than the next man. You understand? We don't stop. We don't stop. We don't know we don't stop over there. That's right. Push through it, Tank. Push through it. We getting ready. We getting ready. There you go. Good money. Good money. I like the way you're pushing it out. I like the way you're pushing it out. When you get here, we got planks. Here, we doing planks right here. Here, I'm gonna bring that water out. See, the coaches get wet up in here. See, you training with the fighter mentally. There you go. Hit your scissors out, y'all, to break you. Now, after you break you, switch. You got planks. There you go. There you go.
They working over here, man.
There you go. Come on. Stationary.
This right here. Doing this thing, man.
I just think that at this point, I don't honestly. If Tank don't take this, honestly, this is the era where nobody fight they fucking mandatory. Look at Canelo. Look at David Benavidez, man. Somebody will be your number one for years, and they probably not gonna. You know what I mean? But I think if Gervonta wants to make a statement, you know what I mean, or at least show that he's giving a young gun an opportunity, I think you are definitely the way to go. You know, I think he at the end of his career, my opinion, I think he at the end of his career, but he should always give that. Julio Cesar Chavez did it with De La Hoya. Floyd did it with Canelo. Give that young man a shot. You know what I mean? You either going to take it, it's going to make or break you. I mean,
Coach Calvin Ford has shaped Gervonta Tank Davis into one of the most feared boxers in the world. The two have been working together since Tank's amateur days in boxing and have immense respect for one another. They have achieved so much working together as a team, conquering divisions one fight at a time. Outside of boxing, though, Tank's life has been a mess. His troubles with the law has affected his career, and the fans are the ones who suffer the most because they can't see their favorite star work his magic in the ring.
you know, Calvin, he been with me since I was 7. I used to sleep in Coach Calvin's house. I used to sleep at his job when he was working at a seafood restaurant in Baltimore.
When I had to train Tank, when I didn't want him to get in trouble and I wanted to make sure we was together, I used to take him to work with me. And he'd chill. Everybody know him. Everybody know him at work.
Remember, Calvin used to fuss at the guys that was coming up with me, and they was in the streets a lot. He was telling them, like, you can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You gotta be, like, all the way in it. Like, focus on the goal, you know, and them guys, they went left, and unfortunately, they got killed.
You weigh the odds out like that. Do you want him to go to jail or you want him to live? That's the whole idea, to come to the boxing gym.
If I ain't had the people I had around me, like the people that started with me and things like that, I probably would have been off the scene for a long time.
While the Baltimore boxing champion has been out of the ring and without a fight since his controversial draw with Lamont Roach last year, big news just dropped recently. Ring Magazine just reported that the WBA officially ordered Gervonta Tank Davis to defend his WBA lightweight title against Floyd Schofield next. This is major news since Tank Davis has been linked to several big names for his next fight. With Schofield aka Kid Austin being specifically named by the WBA, Tank is now effectively blocked from taking any alternate comeback fight for now. In a statement released on May 23rd, the WBA confirmed that both camps have been given a 30-day negotiation window to finalize a lightweight title bout. If no agreement is reached by June 22nd, the sanctioning body could move forward with a purse bid.
The World Boxing Association Championships Committee has officially ordered the mandatory lightweight title bout between reigning champion Gervonta Davis and the division's #1 contender Floyd Schofield. The pioneering organization sent formal notification to both camps this Saturday, May 23rd, granting the parties a 30-day negotiation period that will expire on June the 22nd. Under championship rule C-10 title defense periods, champions in all divisions outside of heavyweight are required to defend their titles every 9 months from the date the championship was obtained. In Davis's case, his last appearance came on March 1st, 2025, when he retained the title via majority draw
against Gervonta Roach, leaving the mandatory defense significantly overdue. Additionally, WBA rule C-13 bout limitation states that a champion may not compete against any boxer other than the official mandatory challenger within 60 days after the expiration of the mandatory defense period. The WBA will now allow the respective teams the allotted negotiation window to reach an agreement should the parties fail to come to terms, or if either side refuses to negotiate, the organization may proceed with a purse bid in accordance with its internal rules and
In case you don't know already, Tank was linked to several names recently, including a possible rematch with Isaac Cruz, with talk centered around a summer return at 140 pounds. There was also talk about a massive fight with Vasily Lomachenko after his unexpected return to the sport, but under WBA rules, Davis is now restricted from pursuing another opponent while the mandatory title defense remains unresolved.
So, according to the team of Isaac Pitbull Cruz, who is promoted by Manny Pacquiao Promotions, they are in line and in talks to have a rematch with Gervonta Tank Davis should they get past El Rayo, Jose Valenzuela, August 3rd. And this has been revealed because two-division world champion, superstar boxer, who is the reigning WBO junior welterweight world champion, Teofimo Lopez, attempted to negotiate a unification bout with Isaac Pitbull Cruz. And Isaac Cruz and their team says, we'll revisit that once the Tank Davis rematch is over. But we can't accept a showdown with you right now because we have that hanging in the balance. Now, this is interesting because we know Gervonta Tank Davis and his team is in negotiations to face off against Vasily Lomachenko in a unification bout at 135.
According to the organization, the decision is tied directly to inactivity. WBA rules require champions outside the heavyweight division to defend their belts every 9 months. The WBA also cited another regulation stating that champions cannot accept a non-mandatory fight within 60 days of the mandatory defense deadline. That language appears to shut down any immediate plans for Davis to take a tune-up or alternate comeback bout before addressing Schofield.
So, are they going to make this happen? Is Gervonta really coming out of mini retirement, whatever you want to call it? Is he really going to fight Floyd Schofield? They've been talking trash in the DMs. But the million-dollar question, will the fight materialize? The reality is, Gervonta has been fighting who Shakur was supposed to fight. Shakur was supposed to fight Frank when the WBC, I believe, ordered the fight. And Tank ended up getting the Frank Martin fight. Shakur was supposed to fight Floyd Schofield. Floyd Schofield got himself sick. Respectfully. So, is he going to be okay messing with Tank? Now, one thing for sure, Floyd Schofield did redeem himself. The way he knocked out Tevin Farmer, he looked spectacular in that fight. But we know Gervonta is no Tevin Farmer. So, I would love to see this fight. I mean, I pray the fight happen because Floyd Schofield is a real fight. Put it that way. He's nothing to play with. Tank is going to have his hands full. But there's a lot on the table right now. It's too much going on. We know Gervonta, you never sure, and Floyd Schofield, you never sure. Two guys you never sure with. I don't know how far that's going to go. They're going to cut these negotiations short. I'm telling you. I can't wait. Surely Gervonta is not going to request to be a super email champion. He's not going to do that to avoid Floyd Schofield, is he? In all reality, Floyd Schofield is a perfect comeback fight ahead of a Vasily Lomachenko.
As you can see, there's plenty of doubt regarding this fight taking place. Both fighters have a history of being linked to a boxer, but they eventually end up fighting someone completely different. That hasn't stopped boxing pros and the experts, however, from predicting how this fight goes. James Toney was direct with his prediction when asked about the fight. He predicted an easy knockout for Tank against Schofield. Toney was blunt about the mandated matchup, stating that Floyd Schofield is simply not ready for Gervonta Tank Davis. Davis and emphasized that Tank is at a completely different elite level. Tony criticized Schofield's record, arguing he has only faced house fighters and hasn't fought anyone substantial. He compared the situation to Frank Martin, predicting Schofield might show some competitiveness early on but will ultimately get caught. Tony concluded that while Schofield needs more time, jumping straight into a Tank fight is the wrong move.
We have one matchup that the WBA just ordered yesterday, I believe. Gervonta Tank Davis versus Floyd Schofield. What do you think about that matchup?
That kid ain't ready. He ain't got no training.
Floyd Schofield?
He ain't got no training. He will get knocked out.
He will get knocked out?
He will get steamrolled.
What do you see?
Nothing.
Nothing?
He's a good fighter for the lesser fighters. But when he step up to that level right there, he has something different. He could be like Frank Martin. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay. Something similar to Frank Martin, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Frank Martin, he was in there, boxing a little bit, but he got lost in there, right? He was in autopilot. Do you feel like that's what it is, that experience?
What happened?
He got hit with a vicious uppercut, followed by a crazy hook after.
And so you can't tell me Floyd Schofield. I've never seen a kid fight before, but I can tell by his training, his father don't know shit about boxing. Talking about me, I know who am I? But anyway, that's not a subject. But he never fought nobody in the echelon like King Daly. Like they did the 10-round fights, not fights. He ain't fought nobody. He's been fighting C-class fighters, being built up the right way. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? But he went in the wrong way by fighting Tank first. Like I said once before, he needs time to get ready. His time is not now, but if they're gonna put him in there, go ahead.
Coach Bredman rates Kid Austin highly, calling him a tough athletic dude who can fight. Bredman believes Schofield is a highly dangerous opponent who possesses a rare, troublesome combination of roughness and high-level athleticism. He compares Schofield's style to Sean Porter, explaining that these non-stop athletic and physical fighters consistently give the absolute best pound-for-pound boxers in the world severe trouble. When you get compared to someone as legendary as Sean Porter, you know you're incredibly talented and ready for the big fights this early in your career.
My bad. Your reaction to the WBA mandating Gervonta Tank Davis and Floyd Schofield
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
yesterday?
Damn. Good fight. But when Schofield, I gotta go after this, bro. But listen, when Schofield and Shakur was announced, if you remember, I was like, I don't think Schofield is over his head. I'm not saying he could beat Shakur, but those rough, athletic dudes like Schofield that got the roughness and that, because it's not like some slow plodding dude that's rough. When you rough and you got that athleticism, you give guys trouble. Like, let's look at Sean Porter. People don't kind of realize that Sean Porter was fighting Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford, the two best welterweights of this era, on almost even terms. The Spence fight was decided with a knockdown, and somebody in the crowd that's obviously cool with Terrence Crawford because he was looking at him, told him he was losing to Sean Porter or down on the cards, right? And then Crawford did what he did. He turned that switch on and scored the stoppage. But my point is that people don't look at Sean Porter as like the most skillful guy in the world. I think he's skillful, but he's not known for like having this crazy high skill set. But he's given the best welterweights of our era so much trouble because he's rough, he's athletic, and he never stops trying. And that's a big deal to me. And I think Schofield has that same way about him, where he could give these guys a lot of trouble and possibly beat some guys, but he don't fight. He's a young guy and he's always off. So I don't know how good he's progressed. Like, I haven't seen him fight. I could be wrong, and I apologize. I don't want to say anything wrong, but I haven't seen him fight since the Tevin Farmer fight.
However, Bredman expresses major concern over Schofield's recent inactivity because Schofield is a young fighter with fewer than 20 bouts. Bredman believes continuous ring time is essential for his development. Despite that worry, Bredman labels a potential matchup with Gervonta Davis as a real fight, stating Schofield could absolutely defeat Tank if Davis isn't completely on his game.
Yeah, see, when a young guy is inactive like that, it always makes me worry because I don't think he has 20 fights yet, so he's still getting better. So, and I know Tank hasn't fought, but Tank's at a different place in his progression. So I don't know.
Is that a decent, like, when coming to boxing, you know what I mean? Is that like I don't know, for Tank anyway? Do you think that's people would say, is that a good step up? Is that even a step up fight, or is
No,
that like
that's a
a
real
busy
fight.
fight?
That's a real fight. Schofield could beat Tank if Tank's not on his game. Schofield might could beat him if he's not on his.
Tank's coach Kenny Ellis also reacted to the WBA mandating Tank to fight Schofield next. Ellis labeled this as a good fight for boxing and dismissed the idea that Schofield Sr. calling the match a tune-up means they are underestimating Tank, labeling it as mere mind games and ring psychology.
You're like, damn, they both of them have like they're good, well-rounded fighters, but they both they be in tight fights like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I got to think about that one a little bit more. That might come down to literally like the judges and who's having their day that day. I want to pick Ford, but he don't really pull away from his opponents like that. His fights is usually real tight and close. And when Shockey Foster is the champion, he got that real good jab. Jab could score a lot of points. It's a close fight, man. I don't know. I really don't know. Sometimes I can see a fight clearly, and sometimes I look at a fight and be like, damn, I don't know who's gonna win that one. That's this kind of fight. Oshaki Foster is riding high. He's gonna be riding high after his performance versus Fulton. So
Right.
it's
Your
gonna be.
My bad. Your reaction to the WBA mandating Gervonta Tank Davis and Floyd Schofield
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
yesterday?
Damn, good fight. But when Schofield, I gotta go after this, bro. But listen, when Schofield and Shakur was announced, if you remember, I was like, I don't think Schofield is over his head. I'm not saying he could beat Shakur, but those rough, athletic dudes like Schofield that got the roughness and because it's not like some slow.
While acknowledging both fighters can punch, Ellis distinguished their power. He explained that Tank possesses rare, natural God-given power, whereas Schofield's punching power has been manufactured through strength training. He also dismissed Schofield's comments about Tank, stating that every fighter gets to experience Tank's superior power once in the ring. Ultimately, Ellis welcomed the matchup, noting the public just wants to see Tank return.
Best welterweights of this era on almost even terms. The Spence fight was decided with a knockdown, and somebody in the crowd that's obviously cool with Terence Crawford because he was looking at him told him he was losing to Sean Porter or down on the cards, right? And then Crawford did what he did. He turned that switch on and scored the stoppage. But my point is that people don't look at Sean Porter as like the most skillful guy in the world. I think he's skillful, but he's not known for like having this crazy high skill set. But he's given the best welterweights of our era so much trouble because he's rough, he's athletic, and he never stops trying. And that's a big deal to me. And I think Schofield has that same way about him, where he could give these guys a lot of trouble and possibly beat some guys, but he don't fight. He's a young guy and he's always off. So I don't know how good he's progressed. Like I haven't seen him fight. I could be wrong, and I apologize. I don't want to say anything wrong, but I haven't seen him fight since the Tevin Farmer fight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, see when
the boxing world agrees that this is a great fight of boxing. Most people simply want to see Tank return to the ring and aren't bothered by who he fights next. Floyd Schofield is perhaps the best boxer for Tank's comeback right now. But what do you think of this fight? Let me know your thoughts and predictions in the comments. That's all for today. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned and we will catch you in the next video.